Hello, and welcome to this week's rendition of The Jungle. I'm Olivia. And I'm Grayson. This week will be slightly different. We will be doing a recap on Homecoming Week. But before we get into that, first let's tune into Claire and Ellie in their new segment of Elective Inquiry.
Here at SHS, students are given the choice of dozens of different electives, and given the wide variety, it can be difficult to choose which ones pertain the most to an individual's interests. This time around, the spotlight goes to the art elective, taught by Coach Bran. This elective is split into 3 different classes, Art 1, 2, and 3, which progressively become more advanced as a student goes through them. Everything from varieties of patterns to shading techniques to facial proportions are taught within these 3 classes, along with many more artistic topics. For students struggling to decide which elective to take next year, this elective is suitable for those with or without superb artistic ability. After all, the whole point is to teach students how to make themselves artists, or improve their already present capability. I recently interviewed several students from the Art 1 class and asked them what drove them to choose this elective, and how the class has been so far this year.
I do art because it's fun and it's a break from all the classes that we have to do that are very stressful.
I choose art to explore my creativity, I guess, I don't know. Oh, I just wanted to break from all the classes like bunched together. So my morning starts off really good and then it just
That's
hits
just
all
true.
time low.
Facts. Preach. Yeah.
You know, but art is fun. I get to draw a lot. That's
The reason why I chose art as an elective is I didn't really choose it. It was kind of just like put in there, but I enjoy it. It's good study time in the mornings. So, and I have a good people that I sit with in the common year, so it's good, I guess.
Spanish is a Romance language spoken by more than 400 million people worldwide. It is also the official language of 21 countries. Understanding it is very convenient considering it is the 4th most prominent language in the world. I interviewed Connor Graben to find out about his experiences with Spanish.
So Spanish class is probably my favorite class. I've had it for the past 3 years, and if you are in Senoro's class and you really try, you will definitely learn how to speak Spanish because there's no better person to learn Spanish from.
It can be I also asked Jackson Williams to say something in Spanish.
Hola, me llamo Esnove. En la clase de español, tú tienes estudios.
Spanish is a great language and elective used by millions worldwide and tons of students.
This is Claire,
And Ellie,
signing off on The Jungle. Back to you, Olivia and Grayson.
Thanks, girls. Now to kick off our coverage of Homecoming. Here is the scoop on the year's Homecoming Queen. Megan Barrett was recently voted Homecoming Queen by the student body. She was crowned by the former Homecoming Queen, Ashley Posey. Many people know her from standing on a podium and conducting as one of our marching band's drum majors. But if you see her outside of school, she is most likely will be drinking Dr. Pepper, playing Just Dance, or being involved at her home church, Cross Point. We at the station are proud of our Homecoming Queen and her accomplishments. Thanks, Grayson. Now let's get into some of our homecoming festivities, and of these, one of the most competitive events of the week was the Homecoming Olympics. This year, our student council hosted another great afternoon full of new games like the sled race and the dance competition, and brought back many crowd favorites such as land swimming, limbo, and the 3-legged race. The great thing about these games is that even though we were all competing against each other for those beloved paper plate medals, our entire student body was able to come together and just have fun. Each class fought hard in each event, but the juniors came out with the overall win. Thanks, Olivia. Now the festivities covered, let's go to Tyler and Graham for the coverage of the homecoming football game.
Congratulations to our varsity and JV volleyball teams for being county champions. During fall break, I went to see the Lady Tigers in action against Lincoln. Let's check it out. Next, we had varsity volleyball, who went up against Lincoln High School. Lady Tigers ended up struggling to keep up with Lincoln, as the Lady Tigers lost the first and second period, making it 0-2 Lincoln. Then the Lady Tigers came back to win the third and in the fourth period, making it 2-2. Then the fifth period came and the Lady Tigers came strong, but Lincoln came to win it 5-4. The JV volleyball also played Lincoln, and the JV team won their game 2-0.
Our football team beat Moody Friday 23-14. We also beat Crossville at this year's homecoming game. Let's take a look. The Tigers' homecoming game is always a big one, and a big one it was. The Tigers came out strong as Austin Hutchinson and Cameron Bonner connected twice in the first quarter, one for 39 yards and another for 50 yards, making the score 14-0 Springfield. Hutchinson then added another touchdown, running in himself for a 5-yard touchdown, ending the half with Springfield leading 21-0. Then Kobe Payton punched it in for a 1-yard touchdown, making the score 28-0. After that, Jonathan Raby blocked a punt and returned it for a touchdown, making the score 35-0. Later in the fourth quarter, Austin Hutchinson connected to Cameron Bonner, ending the night with a Springfield win, with final score 43-0.
The volleyball team plays tomorrow at home.
And the football team plays at Memorial Jordan on Friday. Go out and support your Tigers.
Back to you, Grace and Olivia.
Thanks, guys. Well, that concludes the special episode of The Jungle. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Jungle SHS, and read our online publication, The Roar, at roarshs.com. We'll see you next time, and go Tigers!